Apple have announced their latest low cost, and I shall put that in inverted commas, iPhone 16e. Now, this is the spiritual successor to the SE special edition iPhone, and I'm going to be going into it in some detail to convince you basically not to buy this phone. Now, I have some personal interest in this situation because my lovely partner has an iPhone 13 mini, and for some time she's been saying to me, well, I need a new phone. I'd like a new small phone. And I've said to her, well, hang fire. The new SE replacement is coming, and maybe that's going to be a slim phone that could replace your 13 mini. And there's some truth in that, and I'd like to explain it further. So, as we scroll through this article, by the way, which will be linked into the YouTube details, we'll first start off by looking at prices of phones. And my main argument here is that whilst the 16e is a worthy successor to the SE, it's also gone up in price. And that increase in price makes it a direct competitor for other phones in the Apple line. So in the UK, I'm talking from the UK today, well, let's look at the 16e. The 128 gigabyte model is £600. You're not going to get any discounts, by the way. This product is shipping on Feb the 28th, I believe. I think it's orderable in a few days. And there won't be any discounts at Apple nor at Amazon. So it's £600. If you're an Apple-centric person, you probably keep a lot of photos and say some videos on your iPhone. It's likely that you'll need the 256 gigabyte version or better. So in practice, they're going to be asking you to spend £700. Now, to me, it's genius marketing, because Apple has this whole, and they do it with their laptops and their phones. You start off with the base products, and you add in, let's say, the disk space or the memory that you need in the product that you'd ideally like to have. And then you find out you're at another price point which is close to the next model in the range. So then you're tempted to think, well, maybe I need to just go for the regular 16. So let's look at the regular 16 prices. So the regular 16 that you'd want if you're an Apple-centric person is a whopping 849 GBP. Again, these numbers are not, to me, in any shape or form, entry-level prices. If someone says to me, in fact, a client came to me today and they said, I'd like a new phone. If I said to them, I'd like to spend £800 on a phone or £700 on a phone, they'd probably keel over. But the Apple 16, the regular 16, so that's the phone that does have a MagSafe, that's the phone that does have the regular 5G modem, not the Apple sourced 5G modem, which is likely to have worse performance. Certainly it's unproven, and has a much better camera system. That comes in at £850, and that is quite some money. But you can go to Amazon Resale. And Amazon Resale, as I checked this afternoon, can sell me a 256 gigabyte phone for £775. So I'm comparing the cost of £700 for the 16e with a Amazon Resale price of £775, and that's not too different. And if you recall, Amazon Resale, or Amazon Warehouse as it used to be called, is the channel whereby somebody buys something on Amazon and they return it because they just don't like it, effectively. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can buy that product, and if you find anything wrong with it, you'll just send it back. So it's completely without risk from the customer's perspective. So I would say, if I have to have an Apple phone, I'm going to suggest that my clients go for a 16, not a 16e. It's a small price increment if I use the Amazon Resale channel. By the way, Apple has a resale channel or second-hand channel, and it's very badly priced. I've never, ever in the UK found a bargain on that channel. Let's not go there. But there's more. And the more is this, which is that if you're really looking for a entry-level priced phone, I recommend something like the Honor 200 Lite. This is a phone I actually own. I have the prop. Here is the phone. This is a lovely phone, and it's got face recognition to the extent that I can unlock it. There you are, it's unlocked. And it's got a large 6.7-inch OLED screen, 120 hertz. It's got a 50 megapixel front camera. I mean, the camera system doesn't uh, doesn't match up. The megapixels don't make a great camera, but it's still a pretty decent setup in terms of the camera setup. And it's a fantastic phone. It's so fast. 256 gigabytes of disk space, 8 gigabytes of memory. And it's just, it just, I have probably used this phone um, as much as my Apple phones. And because it's a sub £200 phone, if it was to come a cropper and I was to drop it, I really am, it's not really going to hurt. If I drop my £1,200 Apple iPhone 15 Pro, I think it is, then I'm that comes to a cracked screen. I would be really crying. So yes, if you really want an inexpensive phone, don't go Apple. If you have to go for the newer phone because you're upgrading from an iPhone 13 mini, as is my partner, then I would really suggest the 16. In fact, I've got a little segment here where I'm comparing the thicknesses, and as you see, the 13 mini is 7.7 millimeters thick, and the 16 is only 7.8 millimeters. It's basically the same thickness, and the 16 is a very light phone. The 100, you're not going to get down to 140 grams of the 13 mini, but for 170 grams of the iPhone 16 or 16e, that's a very, very light phone. So the 16 Pro and the 15 Pro are considerably heavier. So I'll put some specs there of the comparison between the three phones. But yes, I rest my case. If you've got to have an Apple phone, I'd go for the regular 16 from the Amazon resale channel. If you really want something that's inexpensive, I'd go for the Honor 200 Lite. I really think that's a superb phone. And by the way, when you buy from Amazon resale, you're buying from Amazon themselves. Amazon have a third-party seller channel where you can buy refurbished items, and that is quite troublesome. In other words, if you buy through the Amazon Prime, even if it's a Prime item, if you buy a phone or any item from that channel from a third-party reseller and you don't like it, you have to return it, and there can be all sorts of minor hassles. And I've actually fallen for that in the last week. I had, if you follow this my web channel, you'll see the hassles I've had. So there you are, Honor 200 Lite for actually £155, or iPhone 16 regular for about 775. Thank you for watching.